constant innovation, unparalleled education, groundbreaking global business education you'll find only at Oxford College of Business. That's because all we do, all we are, is business education.
The Commission mentions that if a loss was incurred to the general public by these fraudulent activities, the sum will be recovered and returned to the Treasury for the first time in the country's history. Most of the accusations levelled by the Commission of Inquiry to investigate serious acts of fraud and corruption are against former ministers who represented SLFP at the time. Sri Lanka Freedom Party is going to suggest the President to convene the Parliament and to have a debate on both the commissions. A head of state has never intervened in issues like this.
President has always stood against corruption, and it's a good indicator to show that the head of the state would do everything possible, have a presidential commission to deal with any forms of corruption in any matter, irrespective of whatever political party. Once you color it with a political flavor, right, you are looking at it from a partisan approach. I respectfully state that this should not be looked from a partisan approach. This should be looked from a nationalistic approach.
It's true that the issuance of the report is important. What people expect is punishment of those made culpable in the report. Those who are accused are not yet punished. As per our experience, although the President says he will punish, he has never done that. We do not accept this loss calculated by the Commission. It does not count the influence on the foreign reserves, state debt and investments. I stated in Parliament that the entire loss incurred by the country is 2,000 billion rupees and it can't be rounded off at 11 billion. Ranil Wickremesinghe is the creator of this. The President appointed the Commission knowing this. We can't let such fraud happen again. As the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, we are going to convene the Parliament and take up this issue to debate. The Attorney General will take necessary steps. Did that happen during the previous government? What the former president did was to have files of fraud and scare ministers without taking action.
This is what you call good governance. Those who commit fraud can be in the private sector and they can commit fraud using the government and incur losses, but we have never hesitated to punish them.
The report is of no consequence to the UNP. They can file action against Perpetual Treasuries Limited, but they cannot file cases against the UNP. There has been no accusations against the members of the UNP who testified before the Commission. Ravi Karunanayake is accused, but it's only an accusation and he will go before court and prove his innocence. They're doing this to punish officials and send the case of Ravi Karunanayake to the Bribery Commission and rid him of allegations by filing the case in a manner that charges cannot be proven. Then they will also absolve the Prime Minister as well. As I think, the loss is a lot more than this. I see this as a loss between 500 billion rupees to 1,000 billion rupees.